Hello everyone, so I wanted to do this video for explaining how to use my morph, how to install them, and more importantly how to set up the displacement map that are in the morph. It's something that you are not finding in the different DAS tutorials video on how to install a morph, how to use a morph, something like that. The reason why is not a lot of a lot of creators do them because they don't need them. My characters are a little specific, like you have seen. They are more muscular. And the first technique that I use to add these details to try to recreate the feeling that some great artists have made, like Siberiana, Petit Pois, I think Tiger Sand also use them, is to create and use displacement map. So a quick note on the displacement map. From what I understand, and I'm not a full-fledged 3D artist, so it's really something that is new for me. They are maps that tell the array render engine where crease in the body are and where to implement shadow and shadow. So it really adds details to your model because if you ever import a DAS character models in a Blender or something like that, you're going to see that this is a really low resolution character. So we are working with not a lot of possibility to add details in the muscle, like really small muscle, something like that. But the displacement map really help us to add these details. So it's why it's really the most important part of my morph. So you can see here that I have loaded a Genesis 9 body. I already done that just for being faster. And I already have installed my. So this is the file that you downloaded when you extract everything from WinZip. So you have a data folder and the displacement map. The data folder, you need to copy this folder in your DAS library. It can be the default one, like you can see here. This is my default library where I keep some stuff, or it can be one that you implement in DAS. You can look for other tutorials on how to add a base directory in DAS. It's really simple. So before starting DAS, you copy paste the data folder in your library. When it's done in DAS, now if you go in parameters, Genesis 9, you're going to see a folder called, if you can find it, Jimbo. And here you have the morph slider. So you can see that if I activate the morph at 100%, my character change. It's perfect. If I enable NVIDIA Array, we can see the character. But compared to the pics and the render I have made, it really is low poly. Why? It's because we didn't add and set up the displacement map. So let me turn off NVIDIA Array. So for adding those, you need to go in the Surface tab, again, Genesis 9, Surface, and on the body, on the arms, on the legs, you need to add the displacement map. It's really simple. You go in the search bar, you tap displacement map, displacement, and you have the displacement strength. You click on this little icon, browse, and you go for looking for your map. So for the arms, because I have the habits, I know that this is the map that have horizontal details. Like you can see that the details are going in the horizontals. You add them, and you don't forget to put the slider add to, and add some other settings that we are going to set up later. Same for the body. Up. So vertical details, this is the legs. This is the body because we can see the abs here. Up, and the legs now. Don't forget the head also. It's not really important for the head because obviously I didn't add so much muscle in the head, but on the head map you have the neck. So for having a good link in the neck area, you need to implement the head map. Up, I have activated. So a better way to change every individual body part and put the settings in is you go in skin and you're going to see this is going to apply like does show us on the arms, body, head and legs. So for adding the setup, normally I put the settings in the gumroad page. On this one I've put a pics that show my settings. I'm going to add the details in the text directly because yeah, I've seen that the picture is not really in good quality. But for this one, you need to add -2 on the minimum displacement map, +2 on this one. And a general rules is to have always a negative number of this number in the minimum. So if I had sometimes on my overbody body now I set up the displacement map at 0.8, so it's going to be 0.8 in maximum and -0.8 in minimum. If you make a difference between the two, it makes some weird change. You can try for yourself, but it's not going to be realistic. For the displacement level, it really adds some details in the render. You can put it at 4. You can put more if you have like a big, really graphic cards because it adds some calculation time. But 4 or 5 is it's a good number. Now if we go back in array, we can see that in the texture preview nothing changed. But if we go back in array, now we can see all of the muscle details. It really adds some depth. We can also see that some artifact in the cloth. Why that? Because the cloth does have a collision calculation that apply to the 3D models, and the 3D model didn't change. We apply modification to the when we make the render in array. So does don't know that we the difference in depth of the map. So is why working with displacement map have some pro and cons. So the pro is obviously the details that you can do. The cons is working with clouds because they don't have the collision anymore. You can resolve that really quickly, like either by going in preference. It depends on the clause that you use, but usually you have like voilà, exactly here expand all on the cloth. So you can see that if I expand the cloth, it resolves the problem. It's a little weird when you go back in the texture preview because you see a difference between the cloth and body, but it works in the render. Another solution, if you don't have expand all on cloth, is to go in Edit, Object, Geometry, and add a push modifier. A push modifier is really a simple modifier that push in every direction of the cloth from the body a certain distance that you can add here. So by default it's 1. It's way more. It's way too much. I usually put 0.5. You need to try enter. You reduce this number until the cloth intersect with the body again. Like 0.2 is maybe going to be yeah. We can see that the cloth again begin to intersect with the body. So here how to work with my morph, with my displacement map. I really hope that it's going to help you do an awesome render with my models, and I'm really hoping that you're going to show me what you can do with them. Have a good day. Bye.